In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 NFL games happening on August 16, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 NFL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Los Angeles Chargers versus Los Angeles Rams. The Rams and Chargers meet in Week 2 of the preseason, a California showdown set after both teams opened August with wins. The Rams are 1-0 after beating Dallas, and they're expected to roll out the same roster mix from last week. The Chargers enter what is effectively their third preseason outing after victories over Detroit and New Orleans, giving them a built-in game speed advantage. The Chargers are expected to play starters through the first quarter, which should tilt the early script against the Rams' second-team defense and produce early scoring drives. Beyond the opening stretch, Los Angeles has the benefit of broader live rep continuity across the roster thanks to the extra preseason game, while the Rams are not slated to play starters and could face an uphill climb once behind. The Chargers' quarterback room is positioned to keep the offense on schedule after the starters sit, and the depth pieces should be comfortable with tempo and timing. With both teams telegraphing their approach, the lean is clear toward the more starter-heavy Chargers plan, unless the Rams' backups deliver a surprise breakout performance. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Chargers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both clubs come in off games that cleared 40 total points, and the Chargers have shown across multiple preseason outings that they'll keep pressing for points regardless of the situation. The Rams just put up 31 against Dallas, including 14 in the first quarter on 2 long, sustained drives without leaning on frontline starters. This sets up for another active scoreboard. The Chargers' offense benefits from early starter snaps and a depth group that's already in rhythm, while the Rams have a credible ground game and a capable backup quarterback option to sustain possession. Expect pace to hold up and explosive plays to surface again. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Jets versus New York Giants. The Jets and Giants share MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey, so this matchup functions like a home game for both sides. Each missed the postseason last year and enters this season with a new signal caller at the helm. The Jets also overhauled their coaching staff and front office. Both teams picked up wins in their preseason openers. Giants head coach Brian Daboll comes in with the lowest preseason winning percentage among active coaches at 1-8. The Jets coach appears intent on building an identity in August, and that showed in a strong road effort against Green Bay. Expect the staff to expand Justin Fields' workload this week, which should help the offense settle in. Fields led a touchdown drive in limited action and is well positioned to keep things moving against what figures to be a fairly vanilla Giants defensive plan. The Jets' rookie quarterbacks, Martinez and Cook, got their first taste of NFL action last week and should be eager to push for a roster spot behind injured veteran Tyrod Taylor. Daboll is likely to keep things measured again, but the Jets look poised to be more creative and explosive as they put last year's struggles in the rearview. If the Jets' starting defense stays on the field for any meaningful stretch, it's tough to see New York's other side finding consistent success, especially after that unit locked down Jordan Love and the Packers a week ago. Both teams showed a willingness to play starters and compete from the jump in Week 1, but the Jets' top group still grades a notch above. There's also a chance the line reflects the idea that Dart will take the bulk of snaps for the Giants while the Jets turn to lesser options, yet they still hung 30 on Green Bay with Adrian Martinez handling an entire half. The Jets have won 3 straight preseason meetings in this series, and they're in a good spot to make it 4. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Jets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. These teams combined for 64 points in their Week 1 games, and another productive offensive night is on the table. The Giants should give the rookie, Dart, an extended run after an encouraging debut, and he'll see plenty of the Jets' reserves, which sets up well for sustained drives. The Jets, for their part, are expected to feature their 2 rookies for long stretches against Giants backups. Depth was a problem for both squads last year. They totaled 8 wins, so defenses could wear down as the game moves along. Each team cleared 30 points in the opener, and neither has has hinted at slowing things down in Week 2. Under DeBoll, the Giants have played 3 preseason games against the Jets with an average total of 43.3, and 2 of those topped 50. Given the quarterback rotation and the likelihood of aggressive play calling once the starters sit, a back-and-forth game with plenty of scoring chances is very much in play. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total picked. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Pittsburgh Steelers. The Buccaneers head to Pittsburgh for an interconference preseason matchup between 2 teams that reached the postseason last year. Tampa Bay is chasing another National Football Conference South crown, while Pittsburgh aims to extend Mike Tomlin's run of winning seasons to 19 straight. Both opened the preseason with victories and looked sharp out of the gate. Tomlin's preseason track record is excellent, with 19 wins in his last 25 exhibitions, but he's indicated a more cautious approach this August with a veteran-heavy roster. With several older players on both sides of the ball, expect careful usage. On the other sideline, Todd Bowles sits at 12-14 in preseason games and has emphasized a tougher edge for this team, on display in last week's comfortable home win over the Titans despite a deep rotation of backups. That kind of performance underscores Tampa Bay's depth, which stacks up well against Pittsburgh's. If Baker Mayfield gets even a brief run, one efficient series could tilt momentum early. If Tampa follows through and gives Mayfield and other frontline players real snaps, that provides a built-in advantage against a Steelers group likely protecting veterans. Pittsburgh is set to hand things off to its reserve quarterbacks for extended work, and Tampa Bay's deeper 2 deep can capitalize if the Steelers stay conservative. The Bucs' overall talent and depth profile point to the edge in this spot. As our first pick for this matchup, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Mayfield's presence, even in short stints, can lift Tampa Bay's scoring against a Pittsburgh defense leaning on second stringers. The Steelers starters had issues against the pass last season and reportedly gave up a big number in their preseason opener, while Tampa Bay just posted 29 points without leaning much on first-teamers. On the flip side, Pittsburgh's reserve quarterbacks combined for multiple touchdown throws last week and should still move the ball well enough to contribute. The Steelers' backup defense also surrendered plentiful yardage and 25-plus points, and they'll be tested again by a Bucs offense that spreads reps without losing structure. If Tampa's starters see a couple of series and the Steelers' backups replicate last week's production, the scoreboard should keep humming. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Ravens versus Dallas Cowboys. The Baltimore Ravens head to AT&T Stadium to face the Dallas Cowboys in Week 2 of the preseason. This isn't exactly some grand preview of February football, but it's still a meaningful August test. Dallas has its usual noise swirling, and while that doesn't stop a team from winning a preseason game, it doesn't exactly steady the ship either. Baltimore's preseason pedigree speaks for itself. They built a famed 24-game win streak before it ended in 2023, had a couple of down Augusts, and then opened this preseason by taking care of business. The Cowboys, meanwhile, stumbled out of the gate in their opener. Cooper Rush didn't light it up, but he's a capable veteran who knows how to run an NFL offense and tends to respond well to familiar opposition. That's enough to tilt this toward the more consistent operation. As our first pick for this matchup, the Baltimore Ravens to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Preseason often leans defensive, especially once the rotations deepen and drives get choppier. Both teams hovered in the low 20s in their openers, and last August's numbers tell a similar story. Baltimore's offense was quiet across 3 games, and Dallas cashed unders throughout the preseason with a couple of very low totals. Expect defenses to control the middle quarters and red zone trips to be limited. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona Cardinals versus Denver Broncos. The Arizona Cardinals travel to Empower Field at Mile High on Saturday to face the Denver Broncos in Week 2 of the NFL preseason. Arizona's quarterback depth gives them a better matchup here, and Denver didn't face much resistance last week from a San Francisco team that isn't exactly deep at quarterback. The Cardinals rolled out 3 quarterbacks in Week 1, and that rotation should keep them competitive throughout this game, if not set them up to steal it late. As our first pick for this matchup, the Arizona Cardinals to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams won their preseason openers and will be looking to stack another victory. Denver brings capable depth under center with Stidham leading the room, while Arizona boasts plenty of experience with Brissett. Expect both offenses to find a rhythm as the backup quarterbacks push for depth chart spots and extended reps lead to more scoring chances. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.